Hi guys. Hi guys. Today I'm gonna do a video about pixie cuts because a lot of people want to get them and they're just kind of not sure. So I just kind of want to tell you everything about them so you can help you decide if you want to get one or not. So some of the concerns people have about pixie cuts is the number one concern people have is that they don't have the right face shape, and don't think that. There are so many different kinds of pixie cuts. There's bound to be one for your face shape. Just look up pixie cuts for blank face shape and you will find something for you. I'm sure of it. People are also concerned that weight might be an issue and whether or not it looks nice. Like if you're heavier, some people might think that it might not look nice. Don't worry about that either. It looks fine on thin people, heavier people. It just means you have to get the right one for you. I've seen heavier people who pull it off so awesomely. Don't even worry about that. People are also worried about looking boyish. Again, there's a lot of different styles. You can always find a feminine one, or you could make it yourself look a bit more girly with clothing, accessories, makeup. There's always a way to make yourself look more girly instead of boyish. I personally don't mind the boyish look, so I never really worried about that, but there's always a way to get around that. Another concern someone might have is the whole stereotypical lesbian look. A lot. If you do have short hair, I will admit people are gonna think you're a lesbian, but that's just what people are gonna think. I personally don't care, so don't let that stop you. Don't let closed-minded people's stereotypes hold you back from getting an awesome haircut, because that's just kind of silly. I mean, some people are gonna like it, some people are gonna hate it. That's never stopped you from getting a haircut before, so don't let a stereotype stop you from getting a haircut. The last concern someone might have before getting a pixie cut is styling. They might be like, oh, well, if I get a pixie cut, I can't really do anything with it. It's going to just be kind of boring and just there. Not true. As you can see, it can be styled pretty awesomely. There's plenty of different ways you can style it. Mine's kind of a mess today, but I tried. There's plenty of different ways you can style a pixie cut, like faux hawk, or you can sweep it to the side. You can do the really messy look. I've seen people flip it up with hair straighteners, just flip up different pieces, and that looks really cool. Just if you YouTube it, you can find a whole bunch of different styles, and different pixie cuts can be styled different ways, so don't worry about not having anything to do with it. Obviously, there's less you can do with short hair than long hair. That's just kind of a fact, but it's not really an issue, again. So I'm going to go into some pros and cons of pixie cuts. So the first pro is it's really easy to take care of and really fast to style. Less hair, less to take care of. It's going to take you a lot less time. And styling is also really easy. My hair, to do this, takes maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how stubborn my hair is being. Sometimes it might take a little longer, but really it's not that long to style. Second, your hair is going to be super healthy, or at least healthier than before, depending on what you do to it. Because you're constantly cutting it, it's new hair. I lost my train of thought. You're constantly cutting it, so it's not like you have a bunch of dead hair. You're always cutting off split ends, so your hair's gonna be a lot healthier. You're using less product, less hair, less product, saves you some money, so there's that. And also, I personally got a huge confidence boost after cutting my hair. I think I look a lot better with short hair than long hair, and it's really awesome going to school or work or wherever after getting your hair cut and everyone being like, oh, that's so cool. It's like a fun confidence boost and stuff like that. I'm looking down at my list. Please don't think I'm weird for looking down constantly. I have a list of stuff. So cons. You will have a bunch of cowlicks. That's kind of just a problem with short hair. I personally get them in the back a lot. But those are pretty easy to fix. You could wet down your hair and just, blow dry it down, or just wet it. I guess that would work too. Sometimes I spray it down with a little bit of hairspray. That also helps. There's ways to get rid of them, but they are pretty annoying. Just, the second one is lots of haircuts. You're going to need to cut your hair all the time if you want to keep it looking nice while it's short. So that can get expensive depending on where you go. Like if you go to Supercuts or something, that's not going to be as bad as if you go to a higher end salon where it might be like $45 a haircut. Like if you have short hair, I suggest going to a really nice place to get it all chopped off, because you don't want a non-experienced person chopping off all your hair, because I personally would be terrified. So go to a nice salon to get your first haircut and get it all chopped off and styled, and then maybe go to a cheaper place to get it trimmed, just so it's not as expensive for you, because you're going to need to get haircuts every month and a half, 2 months, depending on how fast your hair grows. The next con is one that everyone worries about. It's growing out your hair once you decide you don't want it short anymore. I have had pixie cuts before. I've had short hair before, so I've gone through trying to grow it out. I actually just spent the last year and a half growing it out before I chopped it off again, and it does take a long time. Like I just said, it took me a year and a half to get it from down here down to here. It took me about a year and a half. My hair grows at a pretty normal rate of about ½ inch a month. So, yeah, just think about that. If you're doing this on a whim, I want to have short hair, but I'm probably going to want long hair in a month, don't get a pixie cut, because you're going to have to wait so long to grow out your hair, and it's not going to be fun. The second part of growing out your hair that kind of sucks is the mullet stage. When you grow out a pixie cut, there's a 95 to 99% chance you're going to end up with a mullet at some point. I remember growing out one of my pixie cuts and just having this really horrible looking mullet, and it was really bad, and I just kind of left it like that. And then I ended up cutting it all off again, because I was just like, this looks horrible, I have a mullet. If you like that look, okay. I personally don't. If you like it, sure, go ahead, do whatever you want with your hair. I personally don't like it. If you don't like that kind of look, there's also ways to counteract that a bit. You just have to get more haircuts between growing it out, which I know sucks. You don't want to cut your hair when you're trying to grow it out, but if you don't like having a mullet, you're gonna have to get more haircuts. So that's kind of the pros and cons, and now that we're all done with that, I'm just gonna real quick show you some really important products that you're gonna want, or if you want to style your hair certain ways, just some products that I personally use and some ones that are really good all over products for pixie cuts. Hang on, they're on my floor. Okay, so the first is this. This is a texturizing cream. You can use any sort of pomade, wax, clay, or hair clay, or something like this, which is a texturizing cream. It looks like this, and basically you just take a little bit of it, rub it in your hands, and then just kind of style the way you want. It is the holy grail product for pixie cuts. You can do so many different things with this. It will be your new best friend. Your other new best friend would be this. It's probably already your best friend if you have long hair, but it's even more so when you have a pixie cut. Hairspray. I have a flexible one and an extreme hold one, because obviously if I want my hair to stick straight up, I need some strong hairspray. best friend. You will need this to hold in your hair. And also, hair straighteners are good if you have long enough hair to use them. If you do want to straighten your hair, I highly suggest getting like one of the mini ones or like a really, really thin one. Otherwise, you're going to have such a hard time trying to straighten your hair, because I have like a really wide hair straightener and there's no way I'd be able to get this through my hair. Last thing you might want when you have a pixie cut is a blow dryer. This will help with cowlicks by blowing them down. If you want your hair to stick up, just wet it and blow up, obviously. It will help you get your hair to go the way you want it to. So, I guess that's it. Sorry this video went so long, lots to talk about. If you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!